yourself win that tournament, let somebody let someone know that you don't rightfully earn it because you yourself cheated your way up there, kind of thing. Because the whole thing about Pokemon strategy is not necessarily like what you use, if that makes sense. Like you can have level 100 Pokemon at the start of a Pokemon game, and all that's like standing between you and like victory, kind of thing, is, or standing between like you and like a victory, kind of thing, is not like how do I word this without actually sounding weird? Uh, let's see here. Let's see if I can figure it out. Like I would say, like if you go to like like if you go to a championship and you beat somebody who rightfully earned their place up on that sort of like area or that sort of tree, kind of thing. Like let's say I go to a Pokemon tournament and I get first place, but I know for a fact that I genned Pokemon, but I know that my opponent did not. Then yes, admit that you've genned your Pokemon, because then at the very least, it's not that you didn't earn the championship, it's that that other person deserves the trophy more because they themselves took the time and effort to train up their Pokemon to be of that sort of to be of that level, whereas you took the easy road, you took the easy way to victory. And that's why the one thing, what was the one thing, I think I heard about this at some point, where somebody had like caught their Pokemon, or they had a Pokemon in a different Pokeball, and because this Pokemon was in a different Pokeball, they were known as like a filthy hacker or something like that. And I'm just looking at that, like, in a different Pokeball, unless that Pokeball modifies like their attack or defense stat or something like that, I don't really see too much of a problem with that. And if there is a Pokeball that does that, let me know what Pokeball that is. I might want to use it. Because if there is a Pokeball that increases your stats, I want to know about it. I want to use it. How come this thing keeps following me? Oh my word, I hate shulkers. Stop. Seriously. And how come I can't see anything in here? I don't I don't understand. What happened? What? Okay. I'm confused. Okay, well I found Spawn now. Hooray! Spawn has been found. I'm going to mark this. That is so dumb. I'm gonna go to the center of Spawn and just... That is so weird. Anyway, let's go and go to different waypoints. And we're gonna teleport to the one that is pretty close to where I was. I think that was Pink Island. We're gonna stick over here. I actually don't know if we were around this area, though. We probably would have been around that area, but it doesn't really matter. Did I ever mention that I hate shulkers in general? I can't really use it. Or maybe I could. Maybe I could anvil it. It'll probably just remove smite off of it, which I wouldn't really care. Yes, this will be a slightly longer than usual because I've been talking a lot. But anyway, that's my take on how competitive, or how I would do that kind of stuff, though. But again, I only ever use PKHex just to grab Pokemon, just to have them for external means. Like if you looked at, or if you watch, I think I did in Insurgents. I might not have done anything in Uranium, but definitely in Insurgents. You would notice that at some point when I caught the Delta, what was it, the Delta routes, I think, or something like that, I was saying, oh, what did I name my Gardevoir? I was actually looking into my drive to find out all of the different Gardevoirs that I actually have caught and what I have named them to find the one that would actually fit what I would want to name it. And that's all I use it for. I just use it to save them there just so I know where it is. Or I would save them there just so I know for a fact that, like, in case I lose that save, or in case that save gets overwritten for some odd reason and I don't have the save, oh no, that got erased too. I don't know where that went, but anyway, I would have my Pokemon. Like I would still have them somewhere safe. And to be fair, if I really wanted to, I could literally duplicate my Pokemon if I really wanted to. Again, my sword, I don't know if it's been patched or anything like that, but for Sword and Shield, I could technically have all my Pokemon there. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't really see a problem of it. The only thing is that, like, I feel like that's taking a little bit out of the game. And the only thing about, like, and even same thing with, like, Legends Arceus, like, you're joking. Come on, man. Stop giving me this. That's nonsense. Anyway. But again, though, like that's my whole take on it. And then the only reason why I want a homebrew of a Nintendo Switch for myself for personal usage, and if any of my friends want to use it for their personal usage, hey, like I'll just mention it that I have one kind of thing, is to keep my saves on that drive, again, as an extra backup. Is always a really good rule of thumb to have a local backup and a backup off-site kind of thing. So what I would be using is I would be using my drive here as a local backup and have the Nintendo Switch Online backup kind of thing as an off-site backup. So though at the very least I would have both an off-site and close to me kind of thing. The only thing is that I need a homebrew Switch in order for that to happen, which I will hopefully be able to try and get a hold of a homebrewable Switch sometime soon, so that I would be able to go and get one and be able to do that stuff. Plus, I'll be able to do some cool challenges maybe on the Pokemon games. I already have a homebrewable, I almost said Nintendo Switch. I already have a homebrewable of my brain. Catch up, please. I swear the hamster is up there is just stops midway through and is just taking a breath when I don't want it to. Oh, sorry. The hamster just stopped moving. Okay, let's go to a full one. Let's see if we can fill this up. But yeah, so like, let's see. So yeah, that's the whole reason why I wanted a homebrew Nintendo Switch, is because I want to be able to store my saves on my external hard drive, because at the very least I could have a local backup here. Is that so much to ask? Like, I know for a fact that I have all my Xbox saves on my external hard drive. Not a lot of games, because I don't really play much on my Xbox, but I do have them. I found out how to do it, I plugged it in, and I was able to extract all my saves on there. Is that really too much to ask for a Nintendo product to be able to do that? I certainly don't think so. I think that it should be a normal thing for Nintendo to be able to allow you to do, is for you to literally have the same It's literally for you to have the same connectivity as any other console in order for you to save those saves that you really like to keep. Like I can already tell you for a fact that not a was it a cousin or was it a friend of mine? Their save all of a sudden got corrupted, and they lost a lot of their Pokemon. And nowadays he is the type of person that is sort of like me, where he likes to have extra backups of certain things. And he told me this was a few years ago. He told me though that like if he ever would have known that that save would have been corrupted, he would have probably have asked his dad to find a way to back up his save before it would have went kaput. Because most of his childhood was on that game, pretty much, and it's gone. And so now with the Nintendo Switch having internal memory of all of your saves, kind of thing, he's happy that that exists. But he also tells me though, like the only thing that's really sad about it is that you can't grab those saves out of it. It's locked in the drive itself. And then I told him, you can just homebrew your device so that you can just access it, right? He goes, wait, you can actually grab the save? I go, yeah, but it's only on specific devices. And then he found out that his device, I think, was like, it could be, I think, or something like that. And then he tried it, and then it didn't work. So he said, all right, it doesn't work. Says it all, well, like, it's a weird time. So I was trying to find shulker shells, and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out where I had them. Gonna make my final shulker. Throw all this stuff in there. But that's the kind of thing though that he ended up telling me though, is like if he actually had a chance in actually doing it, he would have. He would have 100% have done anything and everything he could have to try and maintain all of his saves under one like sort of like on one sort of like unit kind of thing. And I'm definitely fully like on board of that too. Like if I could have at least have like any sort of device that I could easily have just stored those saves in, I would have. Look at what I mentioned about my Pokemon Fire Red. Like I had a device that had the capabilities of keeping the save, but for some reason it wasn't doing it properly. I guess is a weird way of putting it, where it was sending in a random word tag or I can't remember what it was. It was like a random thing, and it was just giving me garbled data. And then like I was like, oh, I'm gonna be an idiot right now, and I'm gonna go start a new save and see if that changes anything. And then it gave me the same thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's not a good thing. And then I just then the realization hit me where I just overwritten my save. Man, if only I knew that that was actually going to overwrite my save, I probably wouldn't have done it. But I went and I think I did a bunch of stuff for my like an older version of my Oblivion mod, and I think my brain just turned off. And I went, hey, let me be an idiot for a short amount of time so that I can just turn off my brain. And then my brain turned off and went, okay. Okay, I want to see what happens if I do this. And then throw Houndoom instead. And see if that does any changes for us in terms of this gym. Wait, what's level 32? Honch Crow. Yeah. No, I can't do it. All right. I cannot forfeit the battle, apparently. All right. Dig. No, it used Earthquake. Okay, I didn't see it use Earthquake. I'll use Honchkrow. I'll use Night Slash. Take it out. It has 2% HP left. Bishop. I need a fighting type, and I don't have that. Nightshade, maybe? See what 32 HP does. Did it only take up 10%? No. Okay. I was just about to say, 10%, it has 10% as 32? That seems a little too high for a level 32 Pokemon. Stomping Tantrum. Nah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Alright, Zorua. Thief. Steal its item. I don't think it's going to be useful anyway. Can I just right-click a bed and then everybody gets fully healed? Nope. Okay. I think the smartest option for me to do is to heal everyone, throw back in Greninja, and then try again. And then I think off screen what I might do is I'll sort out all my items. Because that's the only thing I can think of that's actually going to help us out. I kind of don't want to loot any of the potions from chests like that because I want to keep them for anybody that's new. And because, like, I'm going to be spawning in stuff that I've got collected in my single player world at some point. I've already done all that kind of looting. So I don't want to, like, encourage me, like, doing it even further kind of thing. So, yeah.